Hello, everyone. This is Evelyn Churan, Churan's Tiny Homestead. Okay, this winter, I'm having a real hard time trying to learn this YouTube studio stuff. I'm not so good at it. Um, and I never claimed to be. Anyways, damages this winter. My mailbox was torn down by the plow trucks. We got an ice storm, winter storm, snowstorm, 50 centimeters, all within a few hours. I lost two 20-foot long hothouses, totally crushed from the ice. Couldn't get to it to clear it. Couldn't even walk outside. And I wear cleats on my boots and sliding all over the place. Water freezing. Pneumonia. Sick for 2 months trying to shake it. I have to put air purifiers in the house. Still burning wood. We are March 1st or April 1st, April Fool's Day. Um, and we are minus 12 this afternoon. They're finally doing some ice removal. It cost me $200 with a backhoe to get all of the ice out of my driveway. I had like 2 feet of snow, 2 feet of ice and snow, and nobody could get in the driveway. Emergency vehicles maybe could have got in because they have really, really big trucks. But it was just I've got water at the end of my driveway that is probably about yay deep. I'm washed out at the end of my driveway and ice. My ditches will not take any water. One of my sheds has about this much water and ice in it. I lost the two hothouses. The water keeps freezing. I can't open the man door for any of my sheds because so much ice fell from the roof that it's blocked in my shed doors, um, probably chest deep. And I try to pick to clean up as far as I can get to the watershed, and I've got a pick that's breaking it, and I broke trail to my other storage shed, which I'm putting all of my freezers outside and adding electrical to that shed. And then in the winter months next year, I won't have to pay hydro for freezing my food because it's cold enough outside, and our winters are getting really long. I started burning wood in October this year, and I'm still burning. Today is April the 1st, and I'm still burning wood, and I'm still chilly, and I'm still using electric heat. A big mistake. I added heat tracers on the roof. This is a shed, a 14 by 40 shed that I live in. And then I got three sheds, one shed in the entranceway and two sheds in the back. One is an electrical shed right behind this loft. And behind my kitchenette is my water shed. This year, my water kept freezing. I had such a bad winter. So I added horse trough heaters right inside of my tote, and it kept my water from freezing and did not bring the hydro bill. However, my hydro bill went up to $1,000 for 3 weeks of use with the heat tracers. I've got 500 feet of heat tracers, and that's a bust. It only heats about this high and then just creates ice underneath when you get big snowstorms. It's no good for roofing at all whatsoever. It was only $150 for 250 feet each, but it cost me labor cost and everything to get it done. And what a nightmare with it. Like it doesn't, it's, I don't know, about 50 people advised it to me. Everybody was wrong. I'm sorry, but that's when you get a $1,000 hydro bill for 3 weeks of use, you're defeating the purpose. It's useless. So, but I didn't cave in. I'm lucky that way. So I was hoping that all of our stuff would get cleaned up, but it didn't. We ended up getting more ice rather than the snow going away. Like I've got snowbanks that are taller than my buildings. Um, so I'm just typing in my email here for donations because the first one didn't type out properly. And the second one is my actual email for donations if you want to donate to the channel. Anyways, the hothouses that were collapsed by ice. I'm going to donate out the plastic. If anybody needs it for gardening, you can contact me on here to make arrangements. I'm going to keep some of it for my raised gardens. I do have 20 raised gardens ready for this season. So the hothouses collapsing isn't a total loss. I can still reuse the plastic from them and I can reuse the poles. So I'm going to have a lot of aluminum poles and lots of extra hothouse green plastic that is threaded inside. It's really, really good plastic, just not strong enough for our winters. I would rather build an in-ground greenhouse, a wallopini, and you go down about 5 meters and 3 meters wide, or you can go as big as you want, but you don't have to go that big. It's just to grow produce year round. And I'd like to have lettuce and stuff year round instead of driving back and forth to town every week. It's just a waste of money driving all over the place. I'm trying to be self-sufficient without wasting money on gasoline all the time. I don't need to be around 1,000 people. I like being alone and doing my gardening. But I would like, excuse me, I would love to have the wallopini because then I can grow produce year round. More for my lettuce, things like that, right? Onions, garlic, chives. Those are the kinds of things I like to eat. I would love to have lettuce year round and I would have salads every day. It would be great. So that's something I'm looking into. And you can put citrus fruit trees into wallopinis also. You get the dwarf trees, and maybe I can grow some citrus or other fruit in there. But this is what I'm looking into in the future because these hothouses, every time it snows, you have to go clean it. And if you get a big storm like the 50 centimeters that I got, I was out shoveling 3-4 times through that storm and still couldn't keep it up. Plus, none of the plows could keep it up. They had to shut down the city of Sudbury. All our roads were closed. They're still cleaning up from this storm. So it's been a really, really rough winter for everybody. And for me, it's been extremely bad because I don't have a well. To put a well in, I'm also looking at plumbing. I'm looking at water tanks, a whole setup, plus a heated storage area for my pump house and all of that stuff. And this is a shed, not a house. So it would cost me another $100,000 to develop this place, and I haven't even paid it off yet. So I really can't afford the full development. So I'm going with water totes. I have 2 more totes coming in for the gardens that I'm going to get the water hauler to fill up for me. Next year, I want to build a rain catchment system, and then I can transfer the water over to my gardens. And I'll just bring in potable water for the house. The rest will all be for gardening. And I think I'm going to go that way because it's $2,000 for a water catchment system. It's $100,000 for a well setup. I just don't have that kind of money. I'm dirt poor. So I'm pinching pennies right now. I'm month to month, barely paying my bills. I've ran into so many problems this winter that I'm running really, really short money-wise. Plus, I have to pay for all my prescriptions and stuff. Everything comes out of pocket for me. Nobody's ever reimbursed me for anything. And then Taxation Canada, or CRA as people want to call it, ended up saying that I owe them money. So I ended up having to pay them a couple of $100. So yeah, right now I'm not breaking even. I'm in the hole. So it's been, I'm not sure if this is a good idea or a bad idea, but I know the banks won't help. Nobody wants to help me with it. And I'm going it alone right now. And, anytime you need somebody to work, you have to pay their wages. Nobody works for free. And my mistakes is I was too trusting with contractors that really didn't know what they were doing when it comes to a tiny house. And all they've really done is create me a couple of messes that all have to be torn down and have to be redone. So now I'm at triple the cost for some things because I just can't trust contractors anymore. Anyways, have a nice day. Churan's Tiny Homestead. If you would like to donate to my channel, ChuranEvelyn@gmail.com. ChuranEvalyn 8 at gmail.com. Have a nice day, everyone. Stay safe, drive safe. Bye.